Malazinski. Malazinski one-on-one with Now, looking for options. Snipes it through, finds that fucking Sam Lewis.
Welcome to Wildcats Unleashed, baby. We're back. Hey. We're back
again. That was awful.
Obviously, it's Ben Callaghan and myself, Chris Dawes. Delighted to be back. Officially, Ben, it's episode 5 because we had a bit of a hiatus.
Yeah.
What a year to have a hiatus.
Yeah, exactly. Not much happened. Just the casual league championship. But apart from that, it's all good.
It's fine.
But we're celebrating in person, so.
We are. I mean, what a year it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was special. That
was a good year.
I always love, I remember back to the beginning of the year, and there's always those question marks that I think we're all feeling again now, where we're kind of going, well, I don't know what to expect of the new signings, the imports, or the MBTs, we should say, the non-British trains. And you know, it takes that moment to gel. And I think that there was a few naysayers at the beginning of the season, which I didn't buy into, by the way, I hasten to add. And yet they gelled, and my God.
Yeah, that night up in Sheffield will be one that I know that we'll never forget. And it was momentous. It was a really good year, fantastic, and everything was just fantastic.
It was. Right, so what we're going to do on this show, we've got Aaron, he's right here, we're going to throw to him in a second. He's cussing that we're keeping him waiting. It's fine, we get power for a change, don't we? I shouldn't have said that out loud, should I? He's going to kill me now.
Yeah.
But we're going to catch up the season that was, the season that is. We're going to do the new jersey reveals. We've got them here.
Yeah, they're literally in this wonderful bag.
Well hidden, not see-through, so you can't see them yet. But the jersey reveals will be coming, and then we'll sort of chat about a few other things. Then we got the Lipseys, 3 from the same family.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool. 40th anniversary. So every episode, the theory, I believe, is that we're going to have someone legend related, aren't we?
Yeah.
Over those 40 years. So.
I mean, we started high.
We have.
It's going to be difficult to get past that, but we'll see what we can do.
Although we can't say he's the top scorer anymore, can we? Because that got trumped by our first guest.
Yeah.
How many years ago was that? We'll ask him. I'll tell you what, let's throw to the main man, the head coach and general manager, Aaron Nell. Hello, mate.
Hi, guys.
We kept you waiting a little bit longer than you'd have liked then. Apologies, mate. When did you beat his record?
It was a while ago. I think it was in Bristol.
It was, I remember that.
Because I remember Daryl was there, so that was quite cool. But yeah, a few years ago.
It was, wasn't it? The only reason I ask is time flies, doesn't it, when you're having fun? But
it does, especially now for me. Obviously, finishing playing, you can look back on all the years you've had, and it was a great time.
I wonder if we'll get the same response when we speak to Daryl in a bit.
I mean, we've got 2 legends on the show. The 2 of them have got 1,000 points each.
That's just ridiculous, isn't it? That is crazy. Does that sink in? Realising the enormity of that?
Honestly, not really. It's your job to. Daryl said the same. It was our jobs to score, and especially Daryl, I think, played 10 years in Swindon. I played a few more than that. So once you've played long enough, you end up accumulating quite a few points. That's
very, very true. I hasten to add that the guys are in the green room, ready to come on. I'm just going to quickly prove it. Look, if I bring them up, there they are. Look, in the green room. With the current Mrs. Dawes and Diddy Dawes are in there as well. It's the bit of the wave. So there will be out for the second half of the show, but we're going to go through a whole host of things to chat with you. First thing, you blinked and we're about to start another season.
Yeah, it's always the same. Especially with the coaches, the start of the summer is very busy. The middle part of the summer, you get a little rest and you get to start really planning once you've got your team for next season. This year we were able to sign our imports a bit earlier than the year before, so that helped with planning for the season. And then you get to August and it's all systems go. So it's very busy right now, booking flights, waiting for visas, and equipment arrived today, and yeah, lots going on.
Wow. And in fact, even the new jerseys only came through on Friday, I think.
Yeah,
it was, wasn't it? So
and there was only 3 of them. I think more.
Yeah.
The rest come later this week, I believe.
Amazing. And of course, you're involved in the fixture setting, aren't you?
Yeah, that for me is in June. It's always quite stressful. This year it took a week. Previous years it took 2 or 3. So
A week.
yeah, it was. It's quite full on, but we got there in the end.
And apologies, I know I'm hogging at the minute, Ben, but you must have had a weird situation because we had the challenge for Solway, as was, yeah, well, they are Solway, aren't they?
Yeah.
That got resolved, and it's so good to see that they're in.
Yeah, definitely. And from the fixtures is kind of a point for them to be able to make them decisions. And once they're in, it was yeah, fixtures never easy, but all the teams work together and are flexible. And yeah, I think I've done it for 3 or 4 years now, and every year we end up with a league and being able to play. So it worked pretty well this year.
I've always thought of it as like the impossible jigsaw.
I wouldn't fancy doing that at all.
It's quite difficult.
It is, isn't it? Because it's not just the clubs. You've got the rinks. You've got other things going on at the rinks. You've got travel. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you do it.
Well, this year was easy than last year. Basingstoke had their issues once the season started last year, and then Solway last year didn't have ice, I think, for the first 8 weeks.
Of course, yeah.
So this year was a lot better than last year.
Fair play, fair play. Just quickly before we forget, because I will, happy birthday to Wellesley. Ryan Wells, it's his birthday.
It is his birthday today. I hope he's doing nothing else other than watching the show.
Of course, he will be.
Exactly.
Of course he will. Of course he will. Just very quickly is that we've got a few of the shout outs coming in. Make sure you put your comments in whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Put them in the comments. The first one, they had to do this, didn't they? It was the bespoke guys with Swindon Wildcats have put, catch the warm-ups for Swindon Wildcats versus Bristol Pitbulls. Get your live stream tickets here, blah, blah, blah. They're going to get in early, aren't they?
It's going to be busy that opening night.
It really is.
It is going to be busy.
I'm hoping I'm here. I hate the beginning of the season because I miss a few games because I'm still commentating here, there and everywhere. Alistair McMichael, he's got the trophy. Love it. He's put the trophy up there. Amri Puins, let's go. And Emma Forrest Whitcomb says hi. Hello, Emma. Welcome to the show. Take over.
Take over. So let's go back to the start of the summer. Obviously, League Championship winning team. I guess it was important to keep a core of that, whilst except we've lost guys like Bully and Thomas and others, but keeping that core together was key, I guess. Yeah,
definitely. It's something that we always want to talk to players early. Most of the league does talk to their own players early, and look, we always say once we've signed someone, we want to announce it to the fans. So we always do the stuff before the season tickets come out, so the fans know what's going on. The last thing we want to do is sell season tickets, then not have some of the players that the fans want to watch. So we always do that early, and then there's that lull where other teams have got lots of players to announce, so we've already announced a lot of our players. And but yeah, you do a lot of that early, then once the playoffs come, you kind of stop talking about that stuff, you concentrate on the playoffs, and then yeah, after the season, it's very busy with the British players. The imports take a little bit longer, but yes, yeah, very busy after the season. And it was important to get them key players signed.
You talked about key players there. Didn't get much more key than Ryan Wells on Christmas Day and Caden at the start of the season. How big was that to get those two so early?
It was big. The imports are obviously very different. Where there's a lot more imports than British players. So, but with Ryan and Caden, we were very happy with both of them, and yeah, wanted to really build the team or the imports around them. And I know Ryan was his 3rd year coming up, and Caden his 2nd, and yeah, really good players and people that make people better around them. I know me as a player, they both made me better. So and they do it with the rest of the players, and yeah, great people to build the team around.
Is that a fundamental part when you're choosing imports, that not just of how good they are as a player, but what they bring to the changing room?
Look, all the players, that's really important to us, about the people they are. To officially get the non-British trained players into the country, the part of their job role is to lift the level and make the British players better. And especially with Ryan, over the last couple of years, he's done a great job at that, and made everyone better around him.
It's so exciting. You must have a real challenge though, because like, for example, we've got 3 new NBTs on board, and you made that comment about as for the fans, for the sponsors and all of that, you've kind of got to make them excited and pleased of what they're going to see. We don't really know, do we? So you can't shout too much about them other than say that we've got them and look forward to it.
Of course, and that's with the imports, there's always that, I guess, the risk and reward of bringing someone in you know and keeping people, and then what can happen with a new player. And look, over the last couple of years, I think we've been successful in the imports that we've signed. Ryan Caden, Jake was a great sign-in, Logan, Tyler last year, and look, I've got lots of confidence in the new lads coming in, and really freshens things up, and I think they can really help us.
As everybody says, in Aaron we trust.
Absolutely. What is it you were looking for from those 3?
Look, we wanted to get faster. We're a younger team this year. A few of us old ones have stopped playing. So, yeah, we wanted to get faster. Sean was someone we signed very early. One of the earliest signings we've ever made with an import. And it was, as soon as we saw him, and me and Lee watched him, we liked him straight away, and that was a big one for us. And then with Matt, we just see so much energy in his game. He likes to go to the net and play with lots of energy. And Liam was one that was later in the summer, and that was a very quick turnaround. Once his agent, I contacted his agent, and we saw him. A couple of days later, he was signed. So quite often it's the right place, right time. We've had that a few times over the last couple of years. With Ryan was a late sign-in, Logan and Tyler last year were signed late. So look, we do a lot of work. Me and Lee do a lot of work finding the players, watching the players, but then you never really know what you're going to get. And but a lot of work's been put in to make sure that they're the right fit for our team.
And that work's got presumably to then make them feel settled when they get here, because that's a big upheaval for them as individuals. I mean, as people. It
is, and look, once they get here, obviously I make sure they're settled in their houses and stuff like that. But then the players, the British players and the returning imports, they have a big part to play in that. And I'm very realistic with the players when I speak to them. I don't want them to have any surprises when they come here. But the biggest thing I do sell is our British players and how good a people they are. And look, it's easy for me to say, but Swindon is a really good place to play, and people really enjoy it here. And look, I really believe these guys will be the same, and they'll enjoy it and be successful.
And I agree with that sentiment. When we catch up with the players sort of socially, whether it's in the Harvey or whether it's the end of season awards and chatting, and especially either the new signings for that year or the non-British trained players, they do speak incredibly highly of Swindon and how they're looked after and everything.
It's something that we've... I think my dad's had it now for 21, 22 years, and a lot of things have changed even since my first year playing. But I remember especially Ryan Aldridge, he really wanted to push how we treat people, and we've always treated people well, but it's just up in the level. And since I've been involved, I've kind of followed Ryan's lead in that, and just look, a happy player and is normally a better player. And we do a lot of work in the summer to make sure we get the right people. We have very little turnaround in the season. I think only one player's left over 11 or 12 years, so during the season. So that's something that we're really proud of, and try and do the right job to get the right people in. And then once people come into the team, it's about working with them to make sure they can succeed.
Absolutely. It's the Ted Lasso effect, isn't it?
Yes, believe.
Let's just have a quick look. More comments come in. Our very own Lee Keepence. Hi, gents. Great to see you back. Bring on the new season. And, of course, he's got the mic emoji at the end there. Good to hear that, the main man.
He's getting ready for it.
He is. He's the man. I love this one as well. Stephen Hurst, good luck to the team for next season from the big gob at the back of Block D. Go on, Swindon! I know you, man. You're a legend. Good question here. We're talking about the team. I hope you don't mind me putting this one up. I'm going to do it early. Hockey Freaks. How's Ben O'Connor? Is he back on the ice?
He's not been back on the ice yet. He's due back actually this week.
Oh, wow.
Ben's doing really well. Don't know when he's going to be back yet, but he's doing a great job in his recovery. Everyone around him's doing a great job too, and he's ahead of schedule. When he's going to be back, we don't know yet, but the one thing that we're making sure is that he's fully ready before he comes back. He's going to come back at the right time. He's not going to be rushed back.
Because that would be a big setback when they put him on the ice. Because it's got to be the changing of direction and the hits on an ACL. You might look like you're completely fine, but not once you're out there.
Yeah, that's what. Look, luckily, I've retired now, so I don't have to worry about it too much. But it's never happened to me, so I don't know I've done my MCL before, but yeah, it will be it'll be a long process for him. But yeah, he's way ahead of schedule. Everyone's really happy with how he's getting on. And yeah, we're really excited to have him back.
Is he banned from playing kickabout out the front of the league?
Yes, he is.
That was the quickest answer.
That was a given. I love this one as well. Becky says, "Love Sam's shirt there in the background. We have, Captain Fantastic, Sam Bullas, one of our retirements." There's quite a change in the guard has happened, hasn't there? Obviously, Sam, Mala, Godders, they've all retired. Obviously yourself retired off the ice. We know that the MBTs that haven't come back, Shawsey, Tyler Perry. Was it kind of almost that actually, do you know what, it was going to happen at some point and it's okay? Or was it unsettling?
I don't think it was unsettling. I think change is normal, I guess. So like myself announcing it early was on purpose, so it wasn't a surprise to anyone when we start talking to players in December for next season. So didn't want any surprises, mainly with the players. And then look, with Bully, we knew what was going to happen, and look, you can't play forever. So that's the reality with the four older ones that have retired. And but look, change happens. We had a lot of change last year, and there'll be a lot of change this year. I like how we've got younger. I think the league's going to be a lot faster this year, and I think the change that we've made will help us keep up with that.
I hope you don't mind me asking this one, and you might shut me down on this question, but I'll take the risk. Are you happy with the official phrase is the depth of the squad? I really mean the numbers. When you consider we've got the likes of, say, 3 of the players that are on two ways with the Wildcats twos. Are we a little bit light at the start, or are you happy?
No, I'm happy. The Wildcats 2 players, we have first call on them, and
it's that way round.
Yeah, especially with the goalie Harry, we have first call, and then the 2 young forwards, we're just going to do whatever's best for them. So if there's a chance to play the second team and they can play a lot, great. If there's a chance, if we have injuries or we feel that they're earning enough ice time to make it worth them playing with us, that's what they'll do. So we do have that level of depth. I think at times last year we almost had too many players at times. It was sometimes hard to manage, and we're fine with the amount of players that we have.
And I kind of made an assumption as well, is that you're not going to go out signing players for the sake of it, and if they're not there, so that doesn't mean presumably you are always looking through the season just in case anyway.
Yeah, everyone does. We always do. With the British players especially, there's not much that comes up, and if one comes up, everyone wants him. So. We always do keep an eye out, but it's we're really happy with where we are.
We talked about Bully and Thomas. I'm going to just come back to them for a second because they've got 2 massive retirement jersey nights. We had Hughie last year. How brilliant a night is that going to be for the club in the 40th anniversary year? Yeah,
I hope it's going to be great. The 2 of them deserve it. Both unbelievable people and have kind of really grown through the Wildcats over. I think Thomas obviously had 2 stints. Bully was here since I think 2009, and great people. We're really going to miss them. It's going to be different without them in the lineup and in the dressing room. But really glad that they accepted our offer of retiring their shirts, and I think it'd be a great celebration for them both. They both deserve it, and legends of the club. And I think with the season we've got coming up, 40th year, I'm pretty sure there's 2 more testimonials coming, and And with them 2 nights, hopefully there'll be lots of special nights this year. And then look, it's the team's job and mine and Lee's job to make sure the team's performing at their highest level and try and have another unforgettable season.
Yeah, I mean, it's we've got a couple of testimonials this year as well, haven't we? Rennie-Mar and CJ.
Chris Jones, yeah.
So
Yeah.
Got some big stuff this year. One of the big ones, of course, is the anniversary game, the Legends versus Current. What's that? I got the date. October 17th.
Yeah.
That's going to be cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be as long
Are
as
you
they
playing
don't.
in that one?
Well, see if I make the cut.
Yeah, well, and we'll find out whether Dylan, Daryl is as well. I mean, that'll be interesting. But that's going to be so. What we got the Friday night is the Leeds game, isn't it? And it's got like the sort of fan fest with the Legends.
Yeah.
And then on the Saturday, we all come back and we get the bit before the game, Current versus Legends, and then the Harvey, of course, afterwards.
Yeah, I think it'll be a great celebration of the club. It's been 40 years. 20? I think 20, almost 25 back as being the Wildcats. No, maybe 2004. So 22 years. Yeah. And look, it's a great achievement in this country to have a team for 40 years, and really happy with where the club's kind of gone to over the last 22 years, and looking forward to many more.
Absolutely. I mean, with that 40th anniversary, there's very much that retro feel, isn't there? And that's where the thought has gone with the jersey design as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. We've you always try and have exciting shirts, and I'm not the best person to really talk about, to be honest. But yeah, I hope that the fans really like the shirts, and try to bring a bit of a retro feel back.
Should we have a look?
I'm ready when you are.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. We're going to see him in person in a minute, but first things first, thanks to the team, they've put together a quick video where we're going to launch the new jerseys. So there you go. There's the video, and here are the jerseys in their entirety. So you see, 2 of them have got the retro logo on them, and one hasn't. So I guess that means that it's satisfying all taste there, really, isn't it?
I think everyone that's going to come to the rink is going to want one of these.
Well, what did we have? We had
Brilliant.
3 of us, and I said, "Oh, this one's my favourite."
Yeah.
The current Mrs. Dawes said that's my favourite.
And I had the other one.
And it was, all 3 of us had different ones. So, I mean, you've got those wicked retro logos. So what's it, the black and the red have got them on?
Yeah,
really?
and then the white one's got the normal logo with some nice funky stripes, actually. I like what we've done.
I do like those a lot. So they are there, they are available. And in fact, we're going to have those being worn by the Lippers. We need to put them over here because they are going to put them on in a minute. Let's get them ready for the Lippers.
Yeah, we need to make sure they're on. But no, I think they look great, and I think it's nice to get the touch back to the original 40 years.
Yeah.
And I think they're really cool.
I hope that everybody likes them. Let me just quickly catch up with a few comments because they have been coming in. Swindon Sabertooths Ice Hockey says, "Oh, hey. Hey to you guys as well." Mark, the man himself, Mark Thompson, or Stripes as we know him, he says, "This is only making me hungrier for the season ahead. Let's go Wildcats." I agree. And Amory says, "Can't wait. We'll fly to my seat first game." Martin McClay, the legend that is, he asked a good question. What does Aaron feel he can bring differently by watching and not playing as the coach? So in other words, what's the perspective difference?
I think it'll be a lot different. It will be even just going when I've coached from the bench previously but been injured. I think it's a different perspective then when you're a bit more connected to the team in a good way as a player, but from a coaching point of view, you can, I think, when now I'm fully out, I can I can just see things differently. It'll be a different dynamic for me and Lee on the bench, being able to help the players as much as we can. And I'm looking forward to it. It's very obviously new. It's almost going into the unknown. It almost feels like going into a completely new job. So
you did it for a few games though last year when you were out injured.
Yeah.
Was that good sort of practice for you?
I've done it. I've been injured a few times over the last few years, so done a little bit. But again, I think going fully into it now, knowing that I'm not playing, it is different, and that I just hope I can help the players as much as I possibly can, and I think it's really exciting.
What about emotionally? I'm interested to know what it feels like emotionally, because that's a lot of time that you've been out there playing.
Yeah, it's very different. I think over the last maybe 4-6 weeks, it's felt maybe the first couple months of the summer was just normal. Last 4 to 6 weeks where I haven't been panicking going to the gym all the time, and the players have been on the ice, and I've just been coaching. It has felt different. Some things are good, some things are bad. The first time, especially last couple of years, the first time I go back on the ice, I've had a bit of a panic thinking I've lost a few steps. So, but it's different. I'm looking forward to it, and I think look, the time was right. It was getting too hard to do both, and it's the right time to stop.
I apologize, I'm jumping in again now, because one thing I noticed with you last season that really impressed me was that you had the dynamicity, I think that's the right word, to change your game a bit. You were suddenly elbows out in front of the net. And it's like, wow, get into it. And that was because, I think I heard you say it in another interview, because you kind of acknowledged you weren't as fast as you used to be.
Yeah, it's when I was a bit younger, it was a bit easier to score. So last year, to score, I had to go to the net more, and especially at the end there when I played with Logan and Cade, and they wanted the puck a lot and I didn't need it. So kind of as soon as I got it, I gave it to them, and they didn't go to the net too much, so I made sure I was at the net all the time. So it was it worked pretty well, and you just, as players, you've always got to evolve, and I tell the players all the time that's the easiest place to score, and so yeah, when I was struggling to score, that's where I went.
Just get a few more bruises in that bit though, don't you?
I was going to say, I mean, what comments have we got on the jerseys? I want to know that.
Certainly, we've got love the retro shirts from Annette Richards. I'm going to bring up this question, and only because I had a question on this. Sam Hackett says, thought there might be a C on Plu's journey. Well, the jersey, these are the first ones, so it wouldn't have. But what I will ask, when will we find out who the captaincy team are, and how do you decide that?
Yeah, look, I wanted to use as much time as possible to make that decision. We're getting very close to deciding, and by the start of the season, everyone will know.
This is when I thought I remembered it being. It was always quite late traditionally, wasn't it? Even if it was the same, Bully still being captain, you didn't make that decision until quite late definitively.
Yeah, so when it's Bully I always knew Bully was going to be the captain the next year that he played, but it is a big change, Bully not being here, and we're very close to deciding the captains, and people will know in the next probably week or so.
I've always thought, is it a blessing or a hindrance that we've got a wonderful situation that I can see, is that we've got a lot of leaders in that team. Mm-hmm. Some that I don't think even need a letter on their shirt at all to be the leaders. I'm thinking of obviously Wellesley and Ben O'Connor, for example. But is that a hindrance as well? Do they actually want the letters on their jersey?
No, they don't need it. Look, last year, especially with Ben and Owen coming in last year, it really helped the captains, and we obviously first 2/3 of the season won a lot of games and were a long way ahead, but even in the first half we weren't at our best, and we always knew we had more, but the players were so calm and believed in what we were doing, and that all came from the players believing in each other and what we were trying to do, and having the older team that we had, they were very, very mature and did a great job leading the players, from the captains and also the senior players.
Apologies if you did say this, because I'm reading the comments as well, but I even heard the comment when Ben was out injured, even though he disappeared completely for a little while because it was a very serious injury, wasn't it? But getting him back into the changing room with the boys was an important thing, wasn't it, for the team?
It was. He was. Look,
that's huge, isn't it?
Just as Ben got hurt, he was really starting to figure it out. The start was a big change for Ben at the start.
Really?
Just coming down, not being on the ice every day. just a lot different for him. He'd played fully professional hockey for 20 years. So and before Christmas, December, then in January, he started to really really figure it out. And so then he was away for a bit, and then we stumbled a little bit, but then it was difficult for Ben too, because he's not in it with the players, and he was a big miss for us. I remember a few times I had a player one day after a game say, can Ben come? We need Ben here, just to calm the players down when they're in it with them. And he was great. I couldn't say enough great things about Ben, and can't wait to have him back on the ice.
That's a hell of a compliment I know Ben's been there, done it, but still, as a human, that's a hell of a compliment, isn't it? To have that effect. Super impressed. Training Fox, he says, how good are those shirts? Difficult choice, I think. What is cool? And the retro, white is cool, sorry, and the retros are definitely a thing to have. Decisions. I've got to be honest and say, I've got a horrible feeling I'm going to get
we're all in the
same
same boat, I think, now.
I do. I think I'm going to get more than one this year. This is a good question. I've always got to read ahead, as you know, with these questions. Ian Moore says, if Aaron takes his thoughts back a year and compares how confident he feels today to then, the question is worded, are you even more convinced we can win the league again?
Look, there's ups and downs. So it's obviously very different this year. I think, especially this year, I think last summer we were the team that really strengthened. This year, Milton Keynes have, they're kind of building a bit of a super team there. So I think last year we were the favourites, and this year I do think Milton Keynes are. But what the confidence that we can build off doing what we did last year. That there was times once Ben got hurt, 2 weeks after Ben got hurt, we were good, and then we had a little stumble. But we were really flying there for the first 40 games. We were brilliant, and then even in the playoffs, once we had won the league, and in the playoffs and the group stage, obviously we went, I think, got 11 out of 12 points, and so we were starting to build again to get to where we need to get to. So the players, we've done it now. We've got confidence. It's not new, and so I guess I don't know if I've answered the question, but I'm very confident in what the players can, what the team can do. But look, every team now, from the top team down to the bottom team, feel like they're better, feel confident. We'll have a really good pre-season, and then once the season starts, it's about taking it a game at a time. And again, we've had experience from making sure that the first game is just as important as the 54th game.
And it's definitely, I wondered whether there was going to be like almost a rebuilding year, but there doesn't feel that at all, does it?
No, look, there's change, and that was always going to happen. But there's certainly not a rebuilding year. We want to keep on pushing and try and have more success.
I was also sort of having the question of going, is it tricky trying to get new players when so much has changed, or the fact that we have that champions moniker on against us is the time when actually we can attract players that we possibly couldn't have if we hadn't done that?
Look, I think it's funny actually. This year imports, it was a lot easier to once we had won, and then you explain to the imports, like we're the only country in the world where the league champion is like the big trophy to win. So we had a lot more imports come across our table this year than previous years.
Okay.
But look, the Brits kind of know. Look, we finished third 2 years ago, and we signed two of the three best Brits that came into the league last year. So the Brits they know more what's going on, but the imports, when you can explain to them that we won and we want to win again. I know that was big for Sean. He wanted to play in a top team and he wanted to win, and we were the team that did that last year.
Absolutely. I'm going to bring it up. Coventry. People don't realise it's totally different to a tournament sport, and I don't just mean hockey. It's a different gravy, isn't it, to a league battle?
Yeah. It is different. Look, we finally got there for 3 years in a row, and it was very disappointing that we didn't go further this year. The last 2 years have been kind of felt similar. Bit different for me, missing a penalty shot with 3 minutes to go.
They kept you waiting for that one, didn't they? Jesus.
But look, it was disappointing, of course, not to take one step further, but look, there's something that we need to push forward to. And look, hopefully me, coach from the bench, can help in them situations, and we can go one better or two better this year.
Yeah, I mean, you say it felt the same. Maybe I was wrong, but my take, I mean, the previous year, I'd say, yeah, we did not play well. I'm not going to mince my words. I thought we actually played really well. This one just gone. And it could have gone either way. We were up against one of the best netties, for goodness sake.
Yeah, we built into the game. I don't think we started very well. We had more chances. I think between me, Caden and Logan, we had 6 breakaways and obviously didn't score. So at some point, there's not much more you can do. But I just felt and it's something we're looking at for this year about how we can start games better. And I just don't I feel like we let Hull dictate the game in the first period and let them play their style. And we got back into it, and then look, the goalie had a great game. But that happens in one-off games, and at some point, it's not much you can do.
Quickly, just a few more comments. Loving the retro jersey designs. Roll on the new season, says Carl. Love the jerseys. Absolutely brilliant designs. Bring on the new season. Let's go Wildcats, says Sam Bishop. I'm not reading that one out. Foolishly draw. Can you show the jerseys again, please? A lot of us missed it. They'll be on the Lipseys in a moment, so you'll see them all again there. Plus, you can watch this back again all the time. You can watch this show back again. Plus, I'm sure it'll be out on all the socials and everything.
That's the plan.
Exactly. I will, till I put this one up, I'm going to do it.
You've done it now.
I have. Ashley
Committed now.
Freegrove says, with the rink selling out on a lot of games last year, we sometimes struggle to get tickets. Are there any future plans to expand or extend the rink capacity?
Look, it's obviously a good problem to have.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
We're always trying to find new places to put people safely. So the answer to the question is capacity isn't growing this year. There's been, I remember since I was 6 years old, people have said about extending the rink. That just can't happen. It just couldn't happen. But look, we've made improvements to the rink already this year. Just little things, and trying to find places to put people safely to be able to watch the game. It's the view up in the balcony is as good as anywhere in the country, and with the success we've had on the ice, especially last year, but even like 2 years ago, I think our season ticket holders are now, we've got 700, 500 odd, or maybe more than that upstairs. So we only have 150 seats to sell upstairs, and they're the prime time seats that, do go very quickly. And look, we're trying to do stuff with the fans. If you're not at the game, sell back your seat. We've upped I think we'll give more than any other club in the country. Like as the amount of money we give back to people, so then we can sell the seat to someone else. So so it's obviously a good problem to have. I remember when I was first playing, 300-400 people watching. It took probably 2 or 3 years of me, maybe my 3rd or 4th year, where we actually sold all the seats out upstairs. So things have changed over the years, and I wish we had more seats. I wish we had as many seats as Leeds or Milton Keynes, but we don't. So we just got to do the best we can with the look. What I do think about the building is that the facility is amazing. Of course, we wish we had more seats, but we don't. So what we do, make the best of the situation. I think GLL do an unbelievable job making sure that the building's in a good state. There's a few rinks that have been open as long as ours that don't quite look as good as ours. So we're just trying to make it a great place to be on a Saturday night.
I certainly am missing it, I've got to be honest.
And you've got a nice new electric Zamboni now as well.
Yeah, that's quite a beast, that thing.
Seen the wheels on it?
Yeah.
It's got those like gangster wheels on it, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm loving that
it
one.
absolutely does.
I do, and it's got a nice lick of paint at the back as well. Instead of it being blue sections, it's red now, isn't it? So white with the red.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the back of the ring.
Back of the ring.
It's gone.
We've got a few more things we're trying to do before the season, and look, it's just. We just want to make it as good a night as possible for all our fans. Stuff we've tried to do over the last couple of years of music, and it's just, we want to make it the best night out it could possibly be.
And we, as fans, want to make it even better. And I know Foolish Hydra has made the comment of saying about what you think of the atmosphere, and sometimes it can feel like it goes a bit quiet. But I think the fact that the fans are just one side can make it a little bit harder. But it is important to the players that we're as loud as possible, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, and I think the atmosphere's grown like loads over.
Yeah.
I truly believe since the flood, I think the connection between the fans, players, the club, and the fans, like everything, kind of the players and the club, has really grown. And yeah, we've had some great nights over the last 2 or 3 years. Obviously we didn't win the game against Leeds when we lifted the trophy last year, but that was an amazing night. We had a lot of fun that night, and I remember a couple of years ago, Stevie Whitfield's last game was a great night, and yeah, there's been quite a few of them, and that just builds atmospheres, and hopefully we have many more.
Absolutely.
Sounds like a plan.
It does.
Can't wait.
We'll get loud. We'll get loud. Anything that you can tease us leading into the start of the season?
Look, there's a few things we're trying to. We're hoping at the end of this week there could be something coming out about streaming, a new thing that hopefully we can get. There's a lot of work.
On a spot, right?
There's a lot of work going on to it behind the scenes right now, and I think it could be a pretty cool thing for the fans. So that would be good. And then look, we're just again trying to improve our match nights all the time, and yeah, make it as great a night as possible.
Absolutely. Well, I can't wait for it, and I think everybody, all the comments that have been coming in, thank you for them. People are ready now, aren't they? They're ready for the new season.
And it's, what, 10 days till launch day?
I'm not, and I'm missing that. I'm commentating up at Donington Park. I'm missing the launch day. You know, all of that and a few beers over the Harvey. You know I do that bit well.
You do.
I'm gutted, but I shall be back for I'm here for the pre-season friendlies. I even changed one of my schedules so that I didn't miss the first one. I'm down hosting down at the John Haynes Classic down at the Haynes Museum, but I'm not getting there till Sunday morning now. I'd made a decision. I can't miss that first game because it's an insight. It must be for you as well. Until that first pre-season game, you don't truly know what we're getting.
No, you don't. And look, the first week of pre-season is very much about the players getting comfortable and with each other. And like we said, we've got a lot of change this year. 3 new import forwards that we probably never had for years and years. 3 new import forwards. So look, we'll see. The first week's always about getting going. And then you can start rebuilding after that. So the players are really excited to get going. The local ones have been on the ice for 2 or 3 weeks now, and yeah, looking forward to getting going.
Fantastic. Well, any more for Aaron?
No, I think that's it. I think
we'll let you off. We spoke to you longer than we promised we would do, but that was because there was a lot to speak about there.
Yeah, running late, but sounding great.
We are. Thank you very much for joining us, Aaron. We can't wait for the start of the season. What we're going to do now is we're going to throw to a very quick ad break, so you've got time to go and make yourself a cup of tea, go to the toilet. It's to be precise, it's less than 4 minutes, and I'm going to be changing who's in these seats. Don't go away, because this is cool. 3 members of the same family, and we're going to find out all about it. But for now, I'll just leave you with a few words from our sponsors. That's what they say, isn't it, on TV?
It is, yeah.
A few words from our sponsors.
Yeah.
We'll be back in a few. It really, I mean, a couple of things. One, I'm very privileged. As a professional motorsports commentator, host of events, I found that I absolutely love interviewing people. And I genuinely believe people buy from people, people interact with people. They've got stories to tell. You know, an organisation or the individuals, they've got information that's worth sharing, experiences that they've had. But when we go video, people get very, whether it's nervous or whether it's performing, it's not authentic. And I wanted to create something that gave an authentic space, an authentic feel, both sides of the camera. For the person that is sat on the camera, that it feels more natural to do this. Just get involved in the conversation. And therefore the people watching it, that they believe what they are seeing, what they are hearing from that person. They get to know the personality, and that's where the human connection comes from. It means an awful lot more to us when I'm hearing it directly from you. I believe you when I'm seeing it flowing a lot more naturally. And that's where the PR part of the title is. It's using the principles of PR but bringing it to life in video. So reputation, credibility, clarity, trust, consistency. PR is not about a hard sell. I wanted to avoid hard selling in the video message. And it could be, you know, if we write an article for a journal, it's educational, it's an announcement, it's a meet the team, but it's still written, and I wanted to bring that off the page, that it is video content that achieves that. And they get to know them, they get to go, oh, okay, you're not what I was expecting. I didn't get that from your bio on the About Us page. There's a lot more to you, and do you know, that was interesting, that resonated with me, and oh, I didn't even know you guys did that. You know, these are some of the key things that come out in those conversations, as well as the people, the knowledge that's shared. Well, welcome back. We're straight to the wide shot because if by magic, we've now got
One becomes three.
Exactly. Yeah. Welcome, gents.
Thank you.
Nice.
How are we all feeling?
Good.
Yeah,
You got a couple of nervous boys here.
You don't do nervous, though, do you?
I do nervous, but I'm not that nervous.
No, relax. It's all
Gonna
good.
be
It's all
fine.
good. It's all good. But welcome. What a cool situation, though, that, I mean, we've obviously got, with the 40th anniversary, got one of the legends. Are you going to play in the Legends game?
I'm going to try to. Hopefully I can get 3 periods in instead of just 1, but we'll see how we do.
There's more
He's
exclusive
too old
news.
for that now. He's too old for that. Isn't he?
See, look, he's coming out of his shell now.
Yeah.
One question in,
Once he's brave
and
enough
there's
to
a bit
have
of
a camera and there'll be
in-family
witnesses.
rivalry.
I don't think they want me to play because they know I might dazzle them a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I've just got to double check. Tom, my production, have you got the other mics all on, have you?
They're all on.
That's legend.
You guys are having a great bit of banter.
So just to prove that this is properly live, and Tom, my lead editor producer, is in the background there doing a brilliant job. I can't wait to see him on a Legends game. Because you didn't play in the Aaron's testimony.
Not Aaron's testimonial, no. Actually, I was sick that day, so I couldn't have played anyways. But no, I think the last time I've been on the ice was the last Legends game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess, what's that, 5 years ago?
I've got to just quickly put, I had a great photo that I was going to put up.
Well, I think I probably know which one that one is.
Oh, no.
Which has got some of the retro
guns.
jersey on. No, you're not going to see it, so you're safe.
Okay.
But it is. I'm going to put
Wow.
you in the yellow 1986. And it is
Okay.
proper young version of you with the black helmet on. We haven't got the yellow jerseys because, of course, that would be too much of a change of colours, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no,
But
red,
it's-
red, white, and black. Are the
You
ones.
see, it's the logo that is on there without question, which is brilliant. In fact, I do have an image of the 86 to 87 jersey that was the inspiration for this. So there we go with that logo on.
Yeah, it looks good.
And of course, you were here right back at 86.
Yeah, I was here when I first started. Yeah, it was.
Player coach.
There was a coach already here, Dan Walker, but he got hurt, and then he ended up getting. I don't know if he went back to Canada or got sent back to Canada, and I was one of the imports, and I kind of took over from him. So
Apologies, I should know this. So you literally came over as our imports are now at that point. You didn't.
I
live
was
here.
already in the country. I had already played 2 years in Bournemouth.
Of course, sorry, yes, that was before, wasn't it?
Yeah, I went to Bournemouth for 2 years, came to Swindon, played Swindon for 9 years, went to Manchester. I was there for 9 years. Didn't play in Manchester for 9, but
Yeah, because you were
and
even
coached.
general manager and stuff like
Coached
that.
and yeah, so it was good.
You had way too much responsibility.
I went from Bournemouth rink, which is probably 1,000 people, to the Swindon rink, to the Manchester rink, which is 17,500 people. Wow. So it's been good journey for me.
That's
Fun.
incredible.
A lot of fun.
I'm loving that.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
If you don't mind me asking, because I definitely have this question, how much, when you go to, because I know you're always at the Cats games, aren't you? You're
Yeah.
always loving that. How much has the match night experience changed over even, I don't know, even the last handful of years, I would say?
Oh, it's way better now because there's so much production. You know, you got the video. The video screen is huge. The video wall, I think, is probably the best thing any rink can have to add to the entertainment.
Yeah.
Show a replay of a goal. Show the kids in the crowd get to see themselves on the big screen. They want to come back all the time. Even parents.
The big kids
Yeah,
as well,
and the
yeah,
big
exactly.
kids.
Just, I'm on camera.
They all
Hey,
want
Mum.
to. They all want to be on the big screen. So that helps a lot, and it probably helps with sponsorship as well.
Yeah.
So
As a sponsor of Visual PR, absolutely
yeah.
it does. I love having. I still get childishly excited when my name goes up. And
yeah,
stuff.
and the crowd gets behind everybody,
Yes.
and the music and everything's now is so much better, so much better.
Absolutely. Question that has come in from Alistair McMichael. First question for the Lipsey clan. You know, call you that?
That's fine.
Yeah, is
The
that
Lippers.
right? Yeah. Who is taking home the bragging rights at the end of the season? Who will have the most points?
Tough question.
That is a tough question.
Because towards the end of the year, is when he started playing better. But I guess the start of the year is plays a big part in it as well. But I guess who plays better and who stays consistent with it.
Is that a target though?
That
You're
is
going to
it.
be trying
Well,
to gun for each other.
It's not really a target, I guess. Right, if we're playing together, that's a bonus as well, which could contribute to both. But we're not trying to go for who gets the most points, but contributing to the team. So
Yeah, 2 points means more than our personal points. So
True.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's not rule out your dad getting loads on the Legends game. Like, come on, like, that could be a big night.
I'll be
so-
turning it on. I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
He's going to be
The
getting all the
race is on
points
here.
then. Yeah, exactly, exactly. I guess you guys have no idea yet whether you'll be playing on the same line with each other or anything.
no,
No idea, no. It would be nice, but I guess we'll see what Aaron knows best. So.
And that could evolve over the year, I guess.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Yeah.
Very true.
I mean, I'm going to pick up, if you don't mind, is that your comment about the end of the season. You really were on fire over at Bristol at the end of the season, weren't you? What happened? It just clicked for you.
yeah, no. So I got privileged to play with two great imports, John Dunbar and Jake Bricknell. So obviously they want the puck all the time. So it was pretty much just me giving them the puck and crashing the net and
Really?
stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. Which we just had Aaron saying that he had to do that with, with a couple of them as well. Wow, okay. But is it giving you a great confidence now?
Yeah, it was a big confidence boost, especially because I wasn't really performing and getting like the ice time at the start of the season. But when it started to click, it was great.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Whereas I kind of almost found for you is that the whole of last year was your ice time took off quite nicely, didn't it?
Yeah, it was towards the end of the year when I started playing with Jonesy and Reed is when we started gelling together. But me and Reed, we know our roles. We know where we play best, and that's in the dirty areas, in the corners. And Jonesy is so smart. He's always in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah.
So he just helped us out in those situations.
I've always wondered, do you find is that there is, how can I put this without sounding rude, because I'm not being rude, there are players that look considerably bigger than you on the ice. Is that an okay way to say it?
That's fine, yeah.
But my God, I've watched you out there, is that they can underestimate you, to say the least, can't they? Because you can go in for that big hit.
Well, it's just like the corners is where I guess I thrive at the most, like trying to protect the puck, trying to like see where open guys are, giving it up to the D-man and going to the net. That's just my role. But yeah, no, that's literally just what I do, and I'm not really like scared of anyone, but I'll just give it my all and see how I come out with it.
I guess that must be something you had, because again, you're quite a slight build.
I was small, but I was feisty.
Yeah.
I was 5'7". I tried to play 6'3". That's the way I was brought up. So I enjoy playing like that. You know, I wasn't scared to get involved, so.
No, and I think there's a lot to be said for that. And you had to get involved by the sound of it, leaving them with the puck and you getting sleeves rolled up and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
You're looking forward to, I mean, it's a new stuff, but you know a lot of the players already.
Yeah, I know quite a few of the players already, but it's going to be a big change. We'll just can't wait for the season to get started.
Patience, I guess, is that?
Yeah.
Can you be patient? I guess you can. It's a long
Of course you
season.
can. Yeah. They tell you to be patient, and like you were talking about ice time and stuff, you have to earn your ice time. You know, it always goes on performance. So if you're performing, you're going to get on the ice more. So.
No, absolutely. Nick Drew says, awesome to see all the Lipsey boys together. Absolutely love it. Hockey freaks say, Mason, welcome. Once a pit bull, now a cat. The fans will cheer you on. Absolutely. I would love it. I will just put this up to answer you, by the way. Kim Chilcott says, has the captaincy been announced yet, or have I missed it? It's not been announced yet. That will be ahead of the first game.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron said it's going to be before the games get underway.
Which is the
We'll
same
know,
as I remember it.
Yeah, I'd imagine we'll know in the next week or so.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
kind of what he said. So, one thing I was going to ask. Well, I've got a couple of questions actually. I'm going to ask the boys first. The boys, sorry. No, but, like, I don't know if people appreciate this. I know we've spoken when we did that signing video back in the summer. You guys have never played alongside each other.
No.
Yeah, no, we've always been like either too old or too young to play on the same team together. But obviously we've had our fun playing against each other, trying to get the bragging rights at the house. But no, yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing with him and seeing what we can do together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those things. Like we'd always talk. Obviously, we've had brothers play for the Cats before, Loris and Floyd and others as well. But to have never played with each other before, that must be just like really exciting. I know.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Obviously, we've never even really trained, even with each other, except from the last month or so.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Wow, that's quite amazing.
It's an honour to obviously play with him. So we'll see what happens.
I've always wondered as well, though, let's say one of you ended up being given some jip by an opposition. Do you end up with that sort of family connection that makes you want to dive in and go, oi, you leave my brother alone? Not saying that either of you need that, but there's that connection, the protective, or do you not have that?
I guess it's
saying no.
I guess it's the same for like, even if it's any member on the team, you're going to stick up for your teammate.
That's a fair
sort of
comment, actually, yeah.
But yeah, I guess I just think of it the same way as that and just do what you can.
Bit different being the older brother, obviously.
True.
Yeah,
so
protect him
Yeah.
as much as I can. But again, if any other teammate goes down, obviously you're going to stick up for your team.
Yeah, I'd forgotten that they do, don't they? Anyway.
And I was going to ask you, Daryl, it must be nice this year not having to pick which games you're going to have to go to.
Yeah, saves me a lot of traveling now, but and I'm
Fuel's gone
excited.
up and the mileage is coming down.
Yeah,
Win-win, isn't it?
I'm really excited and obviously proud, a proud dad that I got two boys playing on the same team. So
You don't get lifts home from us after drinking Harvey now. You've moved.
you got to try that move now.
It's all on you now.
It's all on me, yeah.
Yeah. So
You know, that was always there, the current Mrs. Dawes in the green room,
Yeah.
but you can't have that now.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to this season. It should be good.
Does it, I mean, that's, what are the emotions now? Not just the cost element, but how do you feel as dad knowing that you're going to have them both out there? Is there emotion? Is there pride?
You're obviously going to be proud of them being out there and skating around and playing for the same team that I played for.
Yeah.
You obviously sit up there and if like we were just talking about it, if let's say somebody punches Mason in the back of the head, I'm like, come on, somebody get in there, Bluesy, come on, where's Bluesy? Type thing. And
You watch it, Bluesy.
that's why
the answer,
the Bluesy
They're
jersey
all
on.
repping the 24.
the answer is yes, he is, because
he
Tyler
is, yeah.
just said, glad Dylan Mace dressed up for the occasion. Mate, you should see what's under the jersey. There's a reason they're wearing the new jerseys. That's all I'm saying. Oh, and incidentally, Reed Sayers is watching because he said, can Dylan smile, please? I do love that. Well, I'm trying to remember this one. Mark Thompson or Stripes, he says, the Lipper Lawless scrap at the link was a fight I'll never forget. Never the size of the dog, always the size of the fight in the dog. Who's that?
That was me fighting John Lawless, who was coach of the Cardiff Devils and manager for years. And it was actually John that took me to Manchester with him.
Wow.
He was the head coach at the time and signed me as a player assistant coach.
After the
Manchester, after the fight.
Yeah.
But we remain good friends. You just give it your 100% on the ice, and after the game, you're friends, but not during the game.
How, I've got to ask I've always wanted to ask hockey players, how do you do that you can knock 7 lumps out of each other and then go and have a beer with each other afterwards? I don't understand that.
Just part of the game.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess you respect each other.
Yeah, there's
off
a lot
the
of
ice,
respect.
everyone's doing the same job. Everyone's there to win.
Yeah,
Playing to win.
Well, so I watched him, and Plusy said to me many a time, he's like going, his phrase was, fair shout, he answered the bell. And watch when both of them be sent to the box and they're like, fist bump each other.
Fist bump or a pat on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, and as long as somebody doesn't give the other guy a cheap shot, like if you're down
Yes.
on the ice and a guy's he's vulnerable and somebody gives him a cheap shot, then that's not part of the game.
I'm sure it was you were over for one of the GB
20s,
and there was that full line bench clearance and everything because it was a cheap shot out.
under 20s, yeah.
Yeah, that was like a cheap shot at the end of the game, and then it just sort of escalated. Yeah.
Understandably, though, because that's your example, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah.
There's Queen's rules, guys.
Absolutely.
Fair dues. I love this. Link Phillips says, the success of the Wildcats last season has inspired me to train towards the eventual goal of playing ball hockey. I'm hyped to go all the home games this season. That's wicked, isn't it?
Yeah.
And do you guys sort of appreciate that? The entertainment you give us on the weekends, the hype that's there, but the inspiration that can be there as well.
But there would be no hockey with no fans. So
Two-way, isn't it?
yeah. Obviously they play a massive part in the game. Like if you guys don't bring the noise, or if we're down a couple goals and the rink's still buzzing, it helps us find our feet and hopefully get over the finishing line.
And that can be underestimated because in our rink, as we were saying earlier, the fact that it's all the seating's on one side is that it can sound quieter than it is. And I know from when Lee Keepance was out for a game and I was over in the booth, you and I, the noise when a goal goes in is much louder than you realise when you're sat in the stand because it's all going away from us at the stand, isn't it?
It's an absolute raw. I mean, you guys know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
loud.
the fans really give us that extra push, especially like Mason said, if we're down a goal, down by 2. When the fans start getting going, that's when we start getting going as well. So they do play a massive part in it.
Conversely, though, is it bad if, say, we're 2 goals down and it hasn't gone well and the fans are kind of like, what's going on? And it's quiet. Are you able to turn the quiet off?
That's when the leaders on our bench come into play, and then that's when they start getting us going, and then we all thrive off of them.
Yeah. We normally hear them when it's gone quiet as well. It's colourful.
Yeah.
Sometimes Lee needs to quickly find some music.
Yeah, exactly. Wells is watching as well.
Happy birthday again, Wells.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy birthday,
Happy
Wells.
birthday.
Who's the better plumber?
Well, Mason's got his qualifications. I'm nearly there. I'm 1 year off, so
Fair dues.
Mason's there.
So have that, Wellsy.
Yeah.
Love it.
You must be looking forward to skating back out as a league champion as well. I know, obviously, you're coming into it as a defending league champion, but what we did last year, now you guys are together, you must just want to replicate that even more so with your brother on the same team.
Yeah, 100%. That night in Sheffield is a night I won't forget, and it's a night I won't forget.
I also won't forget, we saw it on the ad break, the celebrations on the ice after the game against Leeds, the last home game, and dancing, I think it was.
Or
called.
dancing on the ice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was me and Callaghan. Yeah, that's
Luke
just
Johnson.
what you get from it. Everyone's happy.
Absolutely.
It's a grind. Those 8 months of just straight playing.
That was amazing over the Harvey afterwards as well, wasn't it?
Oh yeah,
everybody was in.
Yeah,
there
the night
late.
out was good as well.
Oh yeah, I heard that was like a big, very late one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't a good game in Peterborough. Well, we played well. To be fair, for what
Better than we were anticipating.
Better
to
than
be
we were
fair.
feeling. Yeah, that's for sure.
I think Steve Colson at Box 7 up at Peterborough, I'm assuming that he's telling me the truth that he did this, but he went and put a crate of beer in the Wildcats changing room.
Oh, I'm not too sure. He might have done. But
to like really
snuck
stick
it.
you up.
Yeah.
The one thing I will ask you, going back to last year, there's a little rumour going around. You guys didn't know in Sheffield that if you won that night, you were going to win the league. Is that right?
That is true, yes. I'm pretty sure the only person who knew that we won was Aaron. So we all, when it went to overtime, we all thought, we were like, oh, fuck. Oh, sorry, excuse my friend. Oh, we need to win one more game. But then once Jonesy scored that goal, we were obviously happy for the win. And then when we got to the huddle, everyone was asking Aaron, oh, have we actually won it? And then that's when Glennie, Reed, and all the other lads who weren't playing came on the ice and were like, yeah, we won it. And then that's when that feeling really set in. And then that's when we went straight to the fans.
We should have asked Aaron what he was thinking in that moment where he knew we'd won the league.
Yeah.
And no one else in that ring had really appreciated it.
That would have been.
We'll ask him on the next show.
Yeah, that would have been.
Even I knew they won the league. I was watching the live stream at home.
And you knew.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't
Quickly text your brother
straightforward.
like, if the phone comes out of the pocket or something.
Because it was quite complicated, wasn't it?
It got down to about third or fourth tiebreaker. I remember trying to do the maths on it, and I dread things. Well, let's do that again. But
Evening, Megan.
oh, my wife's watching.
She is.
Okay.
Ben also danced around the living room when we won the league. Sorry, not sorry, Ben.
Did I?
Yeah?
I was in Sheffield that night.
At some point.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a different Ben. not one gets her or out.
It's turned on me now, isn't it?
Well,
But, no, yeah, it was just an unbelievable night. Wasn't it?
And you didn't swear then when you found out that out then. Huge motivation though to see the scenes, surely, especially when you had still the personal connection to watch your brother enjoying that. But that's got to be a massive motivation for this year going, right, I want us to do that again.
Yeah, so I remember when Dylan wore the medal to dinner, and obviously obviously it was a bit of not great for me, but also you're not allowed to touch it until you win it. So
Oh, really?
well, that's just what they say.
That means I'll never win it
isn't it?
again then.
Not allowed
Well, that's the medal, so that's it. I'm never going to win the league. Less than the better. It's fine. Just let it go. Go on.
Tell us about that first time Aaron contacted you this summer and said, "Do you fancy going back over?"
So we had a meeting hooked up. It was actually in Harvey, the first one, and then it was just like a general chat, and then obviously stuff ended up going further, and then I was grateful enough to get offered a spot, and it was especially with like the travelling from Bristol and my work commitments and stuff, it was kind of a no-brainer to sign, and again, grateful for him to offer me a spot. So,
did you pick your brother's brains before you said yes, or?
No, not really. I don't think.
I think you've been here enough, haven't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, with it being.
Well, obviously, I played
local club.
juniors here.
And obviously,
so-
it's not just your brother; like he's obviously reading stuff that you play.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like I played with Reed since I was very young, and again, obviously this year we're going to end up hopefully being able to play with each other. So we'll see how that goes.
It's going to be cool, and you could end up playing against Dad. In the Legends game.
Yeah.
Don't hurt him.
He's only fragile. Isn't he?
Well, exactly. Be nice.
Do I get to wear number 14 though for that game? That's the key.
Oh, there was a question I was going to ask. I'm going to ask you what the number behind the jersey number is.
What, my jersey number?
Yeah. Is there any reason behind that?
Why I chose 86?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, my favourite NHL player is Nikita Kucherov, and I felt a change. Obviously, I was in Bristol with 91 for 6 seasons, so just bought new club, new change.
And 8 and 6 adds up to 14.
Yeah.
Did you see? I actually wondered if that's what it was. I do wonder if that was part of it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I love that.
How did that? I mean, I did bring it up. I mean, it must have been a great honour that your jersey was retired, your number was retired. Yeah. Were you asked about bringing it out of retirement for Dylan?
No, how that happened was Dylan sent me a text, and Dylan wore 14 when he was playing his junior hockey.
Yeah.
And he said, "Dad, Aaron's just asked me what number I want to wear next season. What should I say?" And I said, "I don't know." I said, "Pick a number." And he said, I said, "Tell him you want to wear 14, see what he says." So he asked Aaron if he could wear 14, and Aaron said, "That's your dad's retired number." And Dylan said, "My dad said I can wear it."
Wow.
And Aaron just said, "Yeah, if your dad says you can wear it, go ahead and wear it."
Because I thought it was so cool.
Why not?
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. That was a cool
Yeah, it was
touch,
really
wasn't
cool,
it?
yeah.
So,
And it was a great story for the social media team as well.
It was good. It was good.
Someone's asked a question. Who was it? It's Heather Large. How do you organise and prepare such a brand new team, lot gone, new players on the scene as well. And I'm asking you because obviously you were part of the team, but I'd be interested to hear your take as well. Such a brand new team through training sessions to ensure they're match ready.
Yeah, it all starts in training and we have what we do, which is next weekend, is we have a team bonding day. So where we all do things like activities as a team. We all go for food, do team building, like where we get split up into like different groups and we all have to work together to like get out of that like situation, which I think plays a key part in that. So especially for the new players where they don't really know anyone, let's say an import for an example, that I think that's what helps them like get to know each other. Yeah. Especially with some players who are like easy to get to know than others.
I heard a story that was when you guys realised that Ben O'Connor was the real deal on that run.
Yes. Oh yeah. Ben O'Connor was he was in my group, luckily enough, and at some points when we were struggling, he was there just to keep us going. And yeah.
I mean, that I heard the stories that was really, really special. I mean, from a coach's perspective, it's got to be a challenge bringing players that haven't played together.
Oh, absolutely. And character players. You want to have character guys on your team, guys that go deep, guys that are going to help each other out when they're struggling. Never be against a player, always be for the guy. You're always going to help them out all the time. And character guys are probably going to be your number one guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, from your perspective, you're the one of those new ones coming in. You probably do have an advantage because you're not completely fresh from a lot of them, are you?
Yeah, so no, in Bristol, obviously, as you got, as the seasons that you were there, obviously with the non-British trained players coming in, obviously having your main core British group plays a big part in that and helping them obviously get feel good about themselves and start blending in with the team and get ready for that first game.
And I think we mentioned the word patience earlier, is that you mentioned about playing with two amazing players in Bricks and Dunbar. Yeah. But it took a chunk of the season before that really clicked. Yeah. And it worked.
Yeah, so obviously being a British player is obviously a bit harder on us in the league. Obviously the imports are the show almost, and obviously the main being a Brit. Getting to play with them two was unbelievable, and obviously one thing I didn't want to do is when I got asked to play with them was to bring them down.
Yeah, wow,
which is obviously again which plays with your mind quite a bit, but we ended up just clicking pretty much off the bat, and I didn't slow them down in points wise, and we started getting some big wins when we were pushing for playoffs.
That's confidence that's now got to stay with you forever. Yeah. That's there. So it sounds to me like they're the two players that you've really learnt the most off. Yeah. Is that fair?
Yeah, because obviously Brixie's a big goal scorer and Dunbar's more of a pass first type player, so he can pretty much thread a needle in any situation. So having two completely different players, which then blend in with me, which is just ended up being really good.
And I'm going to then therefore fire that to you. What player or players do you think you've learnt the most off so far in your career? And that's not even putting you in a difficult situation because you learn a lot from all of them. But
yeah. I would say probably Glenn Billen or Chris Jones because I think those two are really smart players, and that's what I like to try and bring into my games. Like seeing some of the situations Jonesy gets out of and how Glenny reads a game is one thing that I would want to try and implement into my game. But yeah.
That's a key point because to be a good hockey player, you also have to be a smart player.
Absolutely.
That's a huge thing in hockey, is being able to read the game, knowing when you need to react.
And I know that's something Aaron said in the tactics talks sessions, is that Dylan has that in spades, and obviously he didn't say it because you weren't playing for Wildcats, so he wouldn't have said that then. But and I got that, is that he was sort of acknowledging the importance of that. Yeah. Absolutely. Which has got to be not just clever in now, but that's got to evolve over a whole season.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Do you feel emotionally prepared to go now you've had that experience of winning the league? Is it almost like a monkey off the back thing or something?
Yeah, one thing I think was really which made it more special was to give the players who were retiring, like Aaron, Bully, Goddard, that special send off. But we know what it takes now to win a league, and it all starts from the start of the season and all the way to the end. So, and like Aaron said, when it got to that last 14 games we took a little dip, but we know how to get out of that now if that comes around. So
Character building on
yeah,
that.
100%. Yeah.
And hopefully that means Coventry might be character
Yes.
building as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's do that, guys. Come on, we love that weekend, as much of it as I can remember.
I've just been smirking because out of the corner of my eye, I've just seen a couple of comments
Yeah.
come through on your laptop screen, and
Yep.
in particular that one.
That one.
Yeah.
Ben O'Connor's watching as well. Evening, Bock. Dylan, stop swearing and put the bottle down. See, he's still helping. He's still helping. Kim Chilcott, and I'm assuming this is aimed to you. How does it feel to be a Wildcat?
Yeah, no, it feels great, and obviously very looking forward to the season. Obviously, it's going to, as I said before, it's going to be a big change, and obviously working under Aaron as a full-time bench coach is going to be something that hopefully can improve on my game as much as possible. And yeah, just can't wait to get started.
Love it. Interesting question for you, Daryl, that I think is worth asking.
Do you know, it was on my thing that I was probably going to bring up. So
Go
I
on
think,
then.
no, it's just the question is, obviously this is a Swindon show, this is a Swindon focus, but the question is, how pleased are you to see Manchester return back to the arena?
Love it. Love it. And I've heard the other day, somebody said they're sold out for the first game.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true or not.
I heard similar that it was
So
getting close.
That's going to be 17,425 people there. That's unbelievable. And to play in front of that type of crowd, that's like an NHL crowd. So, yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy for.
You're going to be planning to nip up there this
Oh,
year?
yeah, I'll be up there for a few games for sure.
I think we all will.
Yeah.
It's on my
Do you
bucket
reckon?
list.
Yeah?
It's on my bucket
Oh,
list.
well,
Yeah,
I will as
absolutely.
well, then.
It's such a nice arena, too.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's on my bucket list now as well. Damn you lot, I didn't have that there, and now I've got another item on my bucket list.
It will be worth it.
That's fine
A
with
game
me.
in the arena will
The
be
problem is that Mrs. Dawes and Diddy Dawes have now witnessed that, so they're never going to hold me to that. I'm going to be taking
Yeah,
them up
they're
there. To
done.
that
I think
one.
I just heard in the back it's already been booked.
No, probably. I won't be surprised. I'm looking in the green room and Mrs. Dawes is in there. Actually, I think she's scowling at me, to be honest. But she's laughing now. It's fine. That's fine. Any more questions from yourself? Keep
I don't
going.
think so. I guess it's just you boys were excited, I presume, and we're a week away. How's the training been going?
Yeah, training's been going good. Obviously, being on the ice early than some summers that I've had, so it's obviously keeping the fitness up and all sorts of that, and training in the gym and stuff. So can't wait to get going.
Yeah, same as he said. Yeah, we've been skating the last few weeks, and yeah, it's just good to get back going and getting back in the swing of things.
And you get a full season with Caden as well.
Yeah, 100. Yeah. Caden's he's a great guy. He's a great guy off the ice as well, just as good as he is on the ice. And yeah, he's buzzing as well.
I guess you get a benefit of his coaching, because obviously you look online and he's got a big coaching company and everything. Watch some of the drills that they do, and it's like, holy moly!
Yeah, even when I have a look at his like some of his drills, and I'm like, I can't do that.
I mean, he is another gravy, though, isn't he?
Such a great skater.
Yeah.
And how he like can get out of like a tight angle with someone on him straight away is like fun to watch.
And it'll be a great one to then be able to be off of him then as well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a dirty job being in front of the net, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Glennie's good at that.
Yeah, Glennie's very good. He's got a very good stick, which is one of the things I look at as well. He's good at like tipping and like getting all that stuff as well.
I actually felt that he wasn't put in front of the net enough last year. There was other players that were being, and he was out more. I'm scared now. Thank goodness Aaron's gone. He'll give me a grilling for that one. But it was just because I always love watching Glennie in front of the net, because he'll get load of tipping.
Yeah, he's always in a good spot as well. He always finds open space where like defensemen aren't looking as well. Always has his stick on the ice, and people like Benny and like Ryan will find his tape every time.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's got to be a cool thing. We got some pretty cool D-men that score and set up as well.
Yeah, so obviously you got Wellesley, who's one of them. He's a great skater. Obviously playing against him is definitely difficult.
Yeah.
But now getting to play alongside some of these guys is going to be great.
It's going to be wicked. It is going to be
Can't
cool.
wait.
Well, I did have another comment. Mars Ronin, mega chuffed with the jerseys and happy that I pre-ordered. Well done. Can't wait for the pre-season and the season now. I exactly
I
feel
think
the
that's
same
how we
way.
all feel.
I hope that it's got everybody super excited, and I hope it's got you guys really excited for the new season now. I know that you're busy. I appreciate that you guys darted straight back from work. I'm sure you did as well, Daryl. Just saying.
That's the other thing, is I don't think a lot of people realize that these guys, all the British players are all working all the time. So they'll go to play a game in Solway on a Sunday night, get back at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they have to be up at work at 6 the next morning.
Yeah.
And a lot of people actually think they're like full-time players that get paid for full-time just for playing, but
it is.
they all have jobs.
Yeah,
they all have
massive
jobs.
respect, definitely. It is incredible. Well, listen, guys, thank you for joining us, Daryl.
Yeah, no
Look forward
problem.
to seeing you play in the
Yeah.
Legends game.
Yeah.
All 3 periods. Welcome to the team, mate. It's so cool. I know you and I have chatted back, off ice numerous times over this course of the last couple of years. Dylan, obviously great to see you back. Look forward to seeing you both playing together. It's going to be epic, isn't it?
I can't wait. It's going to be great, yeah.
It really is. Thank you, everybody, for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure to get Wildcats Unleashed back underway again. Keep your eyes peeled for when the next one's going to be and who else is going to be on it. And we'll see you, what was it, the launch?
Launch is the 30th of August. I can't get that wrong. That's my wedding anniversary. So what a way.
I apologise, I'm making your wedding anniversary as well.
Thanks, mate.
But Ben will be in the lounge with Megan whilst you're at the barbecue then.
Apparently so. Yeah. It took me a second there. I was thinking, how am I going to be 2 places at once?
I know.
Yeah, no. So the launch is the 30th of August, and we'll get all the guys on the ice and barbecue in the Harvey after.
Absolutely. And don't panic. I shall keep the club afloat with my cider drinking come 5th of September.
And if you're still unsure about coming to launch day, the rink's cold at this time of year.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
It's worth it for that.
That will be good. That will be good. Right. That is the end of Wildcats Unleashed. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Ben. It's been a pleasure back with you, mate.
Thanks,
and we'll see you all again.
Let's do it again soon.
Cheers, all.
Malazinski one-on-one with now looking for options. Slapes it through, finds that fucking Sam Lewis.